Well, today was the first day of the legal tampering period of NFL free agency, and they ended up making a few moves. So let's bring in our Broncos insider, Mike Klis. Mike, we'll get to the Broncos moves in a moment, but let's start with Russell Wilson announcing he's headed to the Steel City to play for the Steelers.
Yep, it's makes a little bit of sense. Kenny Pickett hasn't really proven himself 2 years in. And so Russell Wilson, Mike Tomlin was the guy who really made that happen. And for $1.2 million, which is all the Steelers have to pay, the Broncos have to pay $37.8 million. And it'll be interesting when Russ comes to Empower Field this year. Boy, there'll be a lot of pressure on Sean Payton and the Broncos to beat the Steelers that day, because you don't want to pay $38 million to a quarterback and then have him beat you. That just would not be a good look for the Denver Broncos. Don't think there'll be many cheers for Russell that day either.
Mike, I think you'll have to get rid of that Let's Ride towel in your home office, maybe, potentially. I don't know. The biggest move the Broncos made today involved Wil Lutz. He originally was going to sign with Jacksonville, maybe had a change of heart. He was only a Jaguar for like 2 hours and 49 minutes.
Yeah, he had a verbal agreement with them. I think the Broncos are dragging their feet on their offer. And they had a number that they wanted. They did want to sign Wil Lutz back. That was a priority for them. But they weren't hoping to go over $4 million. And so I think when a couple other kickers fell for $4.25 million earlier in the morning, Jacksonville stepped up with a 3-year deal. The Broncos had to step up. At that point, Sean Payton took over and said, I don't want to lose my kicker. And so he stepped in. He made some calls to Wil Lutz, and he appealed to Wil Lutz's loyalty. And Sean Payton didn't want to lose his kicker, and he didn't. He reeled him back in.
He got his man back. He maybe thought the Denver Broncos could re-sign their center, Lloyd, Cushenberry, but that did not happen. He's headed to the Music City to play for the Titans.
Yeah, and he got 4 years and $50 million, $12.5 million. And Jacob, the Broncos had already paid big money to McGlinchey at right tackle, Ben Powers at left guard, to Garrett Bowles at left tackle. They're going to pay big money to Miners next year. You can't pay all 5 of them top of the market. Lloyd Cushenberry pretty much broke the bank for the center market, 12.5 a year. Good for him.
Then the Broncos found their replacement for Justin Simmons, a guy who played against them in that 70-point loss to the Dolphins.
Yeah, Brandon Jones, he's been a kind of a part-time starter with the Dolphins his first 4 years, but he's ready to be a starter now alongside P.J. Locke. He's a cover guy who likes to tackle also. So they got him for about $6.5 million, a lot cheaper than Justin Simmons, $14.5 million.
All right, make sure to stay up to date on all the Broncos free agency news by reading Mike Klis at 9news.com.